Iron, an ordinary element at first glance, but behind it lies a cosmic story, a biological necessity, and a sacred meaning. Today, the iron we find in the soil beneath our feet, in the air we breathe, and even flowing through our veins, originates from a place unimaginably distant from the hearts of stars. Science tells us this: iron cannot form in young stars. Only massive, aging stars nearing the end of their lives generate iron in their cores under extreme pressure and heat. Eventually, these stars explode in what's known as a supernova, hurling their iron into the galaxy. Even our sun is not hot enough to produce iron. Thus, the iron on Earth was sent here from the remains of far larger and more distant stars from the depths of the universe. When we read the Quran's verse, "And we sent down iron, in which there is great strength and benefit for humanity," Surah Hadid 25. In light of this scientific truth, we can see how accurate and profound the expression is, both metaphorically and literally. Yet this article is not about deep space, but rather about the story of iron that was sent down to Earth, the iron that sustains life here. Iron is essential for the sustainability of life. Its deficiency in humans causes anemia, and in extreme cases, it can lead to death. The same applies to microorganisms, plants, and animals. Iron is the invisible yet fundamental link in the chain of life. But the question of how such a vital element reaches the ecosystem takes us into a stunning natural order. Unfortunately, some who view the Quranic verses through a superficial lens, equating them with primitive technology, claim that this verse refers to iron merely because of its use in weaponry. This view is both uninformed of recent scientific developments and blind to iron's central role in sustaining life. Yet the Quran does not say we brought iron forth from the earth, but rather we sent it down, indicating both its cosmic origin and its descent through natural processes like rainfall. So what has modern science revealed about this? In recent years, studies have shown that desert dust, carried into the atmosphere in aerosol form, is transported by clouds to distant parts of the world and returns to Earth through rainfall. These dust particles are not merely sand, they contain iron vital for life. For a long time, deserts were seen as useless wastelands. But today we understand that deserts are actually iron stations that deliver life-sustaining elements to the planet. In the Northern Hemisphere, the Sahara, Gobi, Taklamakan, Karakum, and Mexican deserts are major dust sources. In the Southern Hemisphere, the Atacama, Victoria, Gibson, and Kalahari deserts serve this role. The Sahara alone produces 1.5 billion tons of dust annually. In Turkey, Dr. Miktat Saydam was among the first to study this phenomenon and published his findings in the October 2002 issue of TÜBİTAK's Bilim ve Teknik magazine. His research revealed the critical role of desert dust in plant growth and marine life. Iron in desert dust is usually in the iron 3+ form, which is not usable by plants. However, within clouds, it undergoes a yet-to-be-fully understood chemical transformation into the iron 2+ form, which is bioavailable. This rain-delivered iron fulfills one of the ecosystem's most fundamental needs. Dr. Saddam found that Saharan sand contains 20 to 40 times more iron than Anatolian soil. For example, Saharan sand, 4,500 units of iron Riyadh desert, 800 units, Anatolian soil, 100 to 200 units. Moreover, when Saharan sand was sprayed onto certain plants, yields increased up to 5-fold. When water mixed with desert dust was applied to cotton fields, crop output rose by 11%, and the soil's iron content increased by 300%. This effect isn't limited to land. In marine ecosystems, the base of the food chain, phytoplankton, also requires significant amounts of iron. Studies show that when rain containing desert dust falls into the Black Sea, phytoplankton populations surge, which in turn causes a boom in fish species like anchovy. In other words, the iron that falls from the sky continues to nourish life, even in the depths of the oceans. A 2014 study published in Nature further confirmed that 87% of the iron in the oceans comes from atmospheric desert dust. Without this iron, marine biodiversity would drastically decline, and even oceanic oxygen production would drop. Considering that nearly 50% of Earth's oxygen is produced by marine phytoplankton, The importance of this iron becomes even clearer. Now think about this. Deserts, plants, oceans, fish, oxygen, atmosphere, all are linked by an invisible chain to iron. Break one link and life falters. Can such an intricately interconnected system be attributed to mere coincidence? Why did the Quran, 1400 years ago, describe iron as something sent down, not brought forth from the earth? Could this be a coincidence or a divine message into the deep structure of life? Moreover, the descent of iron is not limited to rainfall. During the formation of the earth, iron sank toward the core, creating the density needed to form a magnetic field. This magnetic field is essential for retaining the atmosphere and shielding the planet from harmful solar radiation. In this way, iron is not just part of life, it is Earth's protector. To summarize, iron was produced in stars and sent to Earth. It descends with rain, nourishing ecosystems. It fuels oceanic phytoplankton, contributing to oxygen cycles. It formed Earth's core, enabling gravity, the magnetic field, and the atmosphere. These multi-layered processes show that iron is not only a physical element, but also a biological and geological blessing. Iron both initiates and preserves life. The Quranic verse, "Main," in it is great strength and benefit for people, reads like a scientific proclamation. If you want more people to benefit from content like this, don't forget to share the video and show your support. Thank you for watching.